So the economy is divided into different types based on the nature of economic activities. So here you find market economy, then centrally planned economy and mixed economy. So in market economy, we find means of production are owned by private sector. So the means of production are owned, operated and controlled by private sector. And centrally planned economy, means of production are owned, controlled and operated by government. And mixed economy, you find the existence of both private and mixed. Private and centrally planned economy. So you find both private and government. And in market economy, we find price mechanism. What to produce decided by price mechanism. Whereas in centrally planned economy, it's decided by government. And production, consumption and investment are made independently in the market economy. In centrally planned economy, it's decided by the government. Then in market economy, government does not play any role, whereas in central planned government plays the complete role. The central problems like what to produce, how to produce and for whom to produce are solved through price mechanism in market economy, whereas in centrally planned economy, government, that is central planning authority, decides all that, solves the problem. In mixed economy, the price mechanism is there for private companies, but it is monitored by the government. Now, we'll see how the central problems are studied with the help of PPF. So here in the first diagram you find that explains what to produce. So here in this you find different combinations like A, B, C, D, E, F. So here the combination of goods, butter and guns. So the economy, if the economy is operating at point B, so here you have the combinations are noted. So at B you find 20 units of guns and 1 unit of butter. So at point C you find 18 units of guns and 2 units of butter. So these are the combinations marked on PPF. So that PPF tells us with the resources, available resources, what is to be produced, guns and butter. So here the resources are used for making two goods. The point at which the economy will operate depends upon the demand of consumer for various goods. So this shows the demand of consumer for various goods. So the combinations reflect that. Now next in the other diagram you find this. Here the PPF explains how to produce. So what is how to produce? That is, here the PPF helps in explaining whether the technology used is efficient or not. So if the technology is used efficiently, then you find more production. At the point where you find inefficient technology is employed, you find less production. So in this diagram you find point H shows the use of inefficient production because it lies within PPF, which we have already learnt. Whereas here you find points A to G, they show the use of efficient techniques of production. whereas H lies inside the PPF. So here you find inefficient use of production. So that shows that how production production capacity has to be improved, and what is other alternate efficient production method to be employed. The next one, for whom to produce. So here you find this problem, it basically involves determination of distribution of national product. So PPF only gives a rough idea about distribution of national product. In this example, we find the PPF showing the demand for luxury goods and the production of luxury goods and the necessary goods. So luxury goods on y-axis and necessary goods on x-axis. So this is how to produce. The point H is inside the PPF. There you find the inefficient use of technology. So that is not advisable because the production becomes less. Whereas the points from A to G here on PPF, all this at these points you find the efficient use of technology as well as the resources. The next diagram you find, it tells us the problem or solves a problem that for whom to produce. So here you find luxury goods are marked on y-axis, necessary goods are marked on x-axis. Here the problem involves determination of distribution of national product. PPF only gives a rough idea about distribution of national product. Point A shows that more luxuries are at this point A you find more luxuries are produced and less necessary goods are produced. More luxury goods here and less, so this is the combination. So here in this you find the income is not distributed equally. So there is inequalities in income and wealth in this economy. Here at point B you find this is the combination. So here you find the necessary goods from, this is the level, that is the quantity of necessary goods, and this is the quantity of luxury goods produced at this point B. So here you find more of necessary goods, but the quantity of goods, the luxury goods produced are also not very less. So here you find almost equal distribution of income. Relatively you find the almost equal distribution of income in the economy. So you have find the goods for whom to produce. So depending on this, the economy decides what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. In this way, PPF helps to solve these issues, study and solve the issues.